Greetings from the Institute of Professional IGP Bangladesh. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP Bangladesh. Thank you all for joining us today and staying with us till the end. Honorable Knowledge Seeker, today I am your host for the evening. My name is Badhun Das. I am from Bangladesh, dear Knowledge Seeker. I am proud to be associated with IGP as a global member. IGP is a social and ISO certified international training institute. In 3 years, we already served 3 million plus knowledge seekers from 100 plus countries. IGP is internationally recognized and globally accredited. We are connected to more than 250 plus profession and 4,500 plus organizations. Institute of Global Professional is the training faculty for skill development which was founded in 2020 and is generating competent candidates to meet demand in the global labor market by providing professional qualification. The Institute of Global Professional is an educational institute that provides social work globally recognized. We serve student and community research providing holistic social work and education. We believe that it's not effective to increase one skill just by acquiring formal education. So we provide effective training and consultation to generate proficient generation all over the world. We distribute our services locally, nationally, and internationally to student, job seeker, job holder, and also for learners, the respective campus location and distance learning platform. We are an occupational and dependable institute. IGP is one of the famous online institutes from all over the world. Our vision is education is not a business product, it's a part of our human race. Based on our vision, we are trying to reach all corners of the world for free webinars, seminar courses, awards, quiz competition, mentoring, counseling, etc. On the other side, we also try to serve more than 100 premium services for free like create own portfolio website, resume builder, cover letter, motivation letter, and wall knowledge platform for gathering general knowledge which can upgrade all day. Kids learning game, website, free course, converse sites, and many more. We help to empower you to learn to meet their expectation and dream and highly skilled people. We implement several training programs, webinar and offline online courses for youth and learners by professional trainer, speaker and coaches. Our sessions are conducted by globally renowned professionals to develop all kind of youth and to promote the education of their abilities and personalities. To ensure excellent and in-depth instruction, we arrange with qualified trainer, speaker, and instructor. We extended free services to more than 3 million knowledge seekers in last 3 years. We have association with universities and organizations in several different countries. Virtual mode signing with many colleges and organizations have been accomplished. We are working to create a legendary generation of future scholars who will be accountable. We are constantly prepared to assist all knowledge seekers with valuable service. Spreading knowledge is crucial for the Institute of Global Professionals. We believe that knowledge is love and light and vision. So we try to understand the needs of today's generation and will serve them with good research and practice method. We must have a genuine concern for the learner we represent. More diversity, growth, and innovation are required to lead a solution with professionalism, passion, and integrity. IGP members are committed to effective best quality service and continual improvement so that individuals who can improve their skill, level, and value. Before we move to the next, let me remind don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. Your support is very valuable for us. Thank you. Before we move to the next, let me remind to share, mention your friend in the comment box. Your support is very valuable for us. Thank you. With your continuous support, we already completed 1,277 webinars successfully. Wow. With your continuous support, we already completed 1,277 webinars successfully. At present, we are going to start our 1,278 webinar. Name is negotiation skill and partnership building activity in the school setting. And today our speaker name is Aija G. Luktuf. She is from Philippines. Before I hand over this list to our speaker ma'am, I want to share a very little bit about our speaker ma'am. School principal, schools divisions of Angel City Department of Education. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to RGP with her presentation. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with her presentation. Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Hello, good evening. Good evening to our global audience. Thank you for inviting me here.
Welcome, ma'am. Ma'am, the stage is yours. You can start your presentation now.
Okay, once again, good evening. So I'm Miss Isa Gilugtu. So currently, I'm the school principal too in the schools division of Angeles City Department of Education in the Philippines. Okay. Previously, I'm the division partnership focal person. So we are in charge in dealing with the partnership building activities in the school. Okay, so let me start the presentation. So before we're going to proceed on the presentation itself, so I would like to acknowledge the organization as well as the persons who made this possible. So of course, we have the Institute of Global Professionals, Dr. Kaushik Datta, Director and Founder of IGP, Dr. Myra Arilyn Pitamayo, CESA 5, Schools Division Superintendent, Schools Division of Angeles City. So Dr. Leonida Quinto, our Public Schools District Supervisor in the Division of Angeles City. Dr. Redentor Tabamo, School Head of Josephine Cuanco Technical Vocational School. Dr. Narciso Ambrosio Jr., Officer in Charge, Assistant Principal of Malabañas Integrated School, and of course, Marisol Bliss Elementary School family. Okay, so at the end of the session, so these are the following objectives. So the first one, we need to explain the negotiation skills, elaborate the building connections in the domains of the Philippine professional standards for school heads. Then the third one, explain partnership building activities and appreciate how partnership works in the school setting. Okay, so in this one, we negotiate all the time. As a professional, it's almost guaranteed that we will be required to participate in negotiations from time to time. So regardless of our work. So in fact, chances are that you already participate in negotiations more than you realize. There are many deals that you might be involved in. You are not just aware of it. Outside of professional settings, you're likely to flex your negotiation skills in your personal life too. So have you ever decided where to eat with a group of friends or what the particular assignment or specific role in your family? Or have you ever asked your leader or boss for a raise in your salary? Okay, so in order for us to understand what negotiation is, so we need to unlock the different definition when it comes to negotiation. Okay, so these are the different negotiation myths that we have. So first one, good negotiators are born. So second one, experience is a good teacher. Then good negotiators take a lot of risks. Then the fourth one, good negotiators rely on intuition. Fifth one, negotiators are always win-lose. Then the fifth one, the sixth one, the only negotiations are formal or explicit negotiations. And the last one, good negotiators are tough, intimidating, and try to get everything they can. So in this one, these are the traditional or collectively myths that we have when it comes in negotiation. So what is really negotiation? So if you are going to search in the internet, so you are going to identify or you're going to find a lot of definition regarding negotiation. But these are from Cambridge Dictionary. So negotiation is a process of discussing something with someone in order to reach an agreement with them. It is also a formal discussion between people who are trying to reach an agreement. Okay, so in order for us to really appreciate what negotiation skill is, so these are the different 6 essential skills for mastering the art of negotiation. These are from Miller from the Harvard Business Online course. Okay, so first one, that is communication. So to achieve your ideal outcome at the bargaining table, it is essential to clearly communicate what you're hoping to walk away with and where your boundaries lie. So effective communication skills allow you to engage in a civil discussion with other negotiators and work toward an agreeable solution. So deal making naturally requires give and take process. So it's important to articulate your thoughts and active listen to other ideas and needs. So we have to make sure that we need to listen to our partners. Then the second one, That is the emotional intelligence. So emotions play a role in negotiation. So for better or for worse. So while it's important not to let them get in the way of reaching a mutually beneficial deal, you can use them to your advantage. Then the third one, that is the planning. So planning ahead with a clear idea of what you want to achieve. So you without adequate preparation, it's possible to overlook important terms of your deal. So we have to make sure that we plan beforehand. And then the fourth one, that is value creation. So creating value in negotiation is one of the most powerful skills you can add to your toolkit. So to illustrate its importance, consider this analogy. So when participating in negotiation, each party is typically concerned with obtaining the biggest slice of the pie, if it is possible, with each party vying to maximize their slice. This inherently means some will be forced to live with a much smaller pie or piece. To break free of this traditional idea of negotiation, experts suggest shifting your goals from growing your slice to growing the whole pie itself. So that is something to do with value creation. And then, of course, we have this strategy. So we need to have a clear understanding of effective negotiation tactics. So knowing that what works and what doesn't can allow you to create a tailored strategy for every negotiation that we are going to participate in, especially in the school setting. And the last one, that is the reflection. So to round out your negotiation skills and to develop your proficiency, we need to reflect on the past negotiations and identify what are the different areas that we need to improve so that comes next time, we are going to make sure that we're going to have a close deal when it comes to negotiation. Okay? So one of the best ways to persuade others is to listen to them. So we have to make sure that we listen to the voice of our customers, especially to our internal as well as external stakeholders. So these are the different tactics for managing difficult negotiations. So of course, you need to take a deep breath, okay? So you have to inhale as well as to exhale, okay? And then another one, we have to acknowledge the disagreement. We have to make sure that we could actually agree to disagree. So this one, we need to acknowledge the disagreements between two parties. And then the third one, we could clarify the concern. So what are the different gray areas that we would like to clarify or to make sure that we understand each other? And then fourth one, investigate mutually beneficial alternative. So it should be a win-win situation. So when it comes to negotiation, we have to make sure that we just not the only one who's going to benefit. We have to make sure that the both parties can benefit from it. And then after that, we are going to confirm the next step. So what will be the next steps when it comes to negotiation? Are you going to pursue forward or are you going to back out or are you going to modify the particular negotiation that you have with your potential stakeholder? Okay, so in this one, the next topic that would be the building connections in the domains of the Philippine professional standards for school heads. Okay, so in this one, in the Philippines, the Department of Education issued the Department Order 24 series of 2020 entitled National Adoption and Implementation of the Philippine Professional Standard for School Heads, so that our school heads, like me, will going to be guided on how are we going to follow the job description or the key results area that we have or that we are that is required of us. Okay, so building connections is one of our key result areas. And then it is the domain number 5 in the professional standards for school heads. So this one, it underscores the school head's competence in engaging stakeholders in initiatives towards the improvement of school communities. So this domain points to the school head's commitment in advocating that education is everyone's responsibility. So it is not just the school head or the teacher's responsibility to make sure that the quality of education is being given to our learners. So it is a collaborative effort. And under the building connections, we have different strands in order for us to really understand what building connection is. So first one, that is the management of diverse relations. So in this strand, it has something to do with demonstrating skills, building constructive relationship, supporting school personnel, exhibiting exemplary skills in strengthening relationships with authorities, colleagues, parents, and other stakeholders. So it has something to do with diversity. Okay, the more diverse the culture or the more diverse the people are in an organization, so definitely it will become exciting. So the second strand, that is the management of school organization. So here in this strand, we're going to demonstrate, evaluate knowledge, and understand policies and guidelines on managing school organization. So the examples of school organizations that we have in our school, so of course, we have the different learner organizations such as the YESO, that is the Youth Environment in Schools Organization. And then the other organization are also for the learners, no? And then after that, we have also faculty club organization and school parent teachers association. And then the third one, that is inclusive practice. So this strand exhibit inclusive practices, or if they are engaged in the wider school community in promoting inclusive practices. Okay, and then the fourth one, that is communication. So we're going to exhibit exemplary skills in communicating effectively in speaking as well as in writing. And then last but not the least, that is the community engagement. So we need to lead as well as empower the community, including parents, alumni, authorities, industries, and other stakeholders in creating collaborative actions in solving complex issues on learner development as well as school and community improvement. Because we cannot do it alone in the school. We have to make sure that we are going to involve our internal as well as external stakeholders to make sure that the different programs, projects, and activities are being addressed properly. Okay, so next one, that is what are the different partnership building activities? Okay, so actually, the government allots the biggest share of the national budget to basic public education, but the amount still cannot keep up with the increasing student population. There are even more children who are out on the streets and who have to be shepherded into the schools. But government resources are simply not enough to provide them the free quality education to which they are entitled to. Over the years, here in the Philippines, the Department of Education introduced interventions to reduce student dropouts and keep the youth off the streets. It has sought to increase student achievement levels and improve teacher performance. It continues to bring the issues and needs of the public education to every Filipino who cares, in an effort to invite each and everyone to help boost education opportunities for our young. So there are different interventions that we have conducted here in the Philippines. So these are just the following intervention that the Department of Education itself introduced to help our public school to uplift the quality education that, of course, we need or we deserve. So the first one, that is the Republic Act number 8525, or also known as ADAPA School Act or ADAPA School Program Act. So this one, it allows private entities to assist public school in staff and faculty development for training as well as further education, construction facilities, upgrading of existing facilities, provision of books, publications, and other instructional materials, and modernization of instructional technologies. And then we also have DepEd Order number 40, series of 2015, that is the guidelines on K-12 partnerships. So in this DepEd order, or on this issuance, it outlines the requirements and process involved in entering into partnerships with DepEd in the field of work immersion of opportunities for public senior high school learners. So use of facilities and equipment, additional teacher training opportunities, and additional resources in the form of donations. And then we also have DepEd Order number 19, series of 2010, that is the creation of International Cooperation Office, or the ICO. So it establishes a dedicated office for international transactions, including bilateral and multilateral planning and cooperation, enhancement of Philippine participation in international education program, coordination of agreements between other countries related to education, and coordination of visits of foreign dignitaries and delegates. And then we also have the institutionalization of the Brigada Escuela program, that is the DepEd Order number 24, series of 2008. So when it comes to Brigada Escuela program, we usually engage our education stakeholders to contribute in the form of volunteer hours, labor support, or in-kind donations, and community maintenance in ensuring the public schools are all set in time for school opening. So for example, if our school opening is in August, so definitely our Brigada Escuela program turns from July to August. Okay. So in order for us to really understand the different initiatives from the Department of Education. So here is the Department Order number 40, series of 2015, entitled Guidelines on K-12 Partnership. So in this DepEd issue 1, so 4 steps were reiterated in order for us to make sure that we are going to have our partnership building, not just with our internal stakeholders, but also to our external stakeholders. So, of course, the first one, it has something to do with research. So, when we say research, we need to gather information about the school itself as well as the potential partners. Then the second one, we need to identify a potential partners. So, we have to make sure that the potential partners that we have should have the corporate social responsibility, and then they do have the legal requirements as well as the documentation. And then the third one, that is the engagement. So of course, in engagement, you're going to actually set a meeting with them. And then after that, so you're going to present the need analysis. And then for the partnership development, so we're going to identify what is the next step. Is it the memorandum of agreement, or is it the memorandum of understanding, which will be forged between you as well as to our stakeholder. And then this one, this is actually the partnership process that we have here in the DepEd. So of course, this one, it is partners. So P stands for profiling and assessing resource gaps. So in the school setting, we have to make sure that we are going to profile what are the different gaps that we have in our school. So what are the learning gaps that we have? Okay. Then the second one, that is letter A, aligning plans with partners' goals. Okay. So assuming that we already have our plans as well as programs, so definitely we need to identify the different plans also of our partners. Okay. And then by doing so, we need to align them. Then the third one, that is R, that is reinforcing resource generation and mobilization. So we need to make sure that we're going to generate resources. And then the fourth one, that is taking on the partnership. We have to make sure that there is an active involvement in the partnership setting. Then networking partners into a convergence for the community. So after you have profile, align, reinforce, and make sure that you take part in the partnership, we're going to invite them to converge. And then we're going to discuss what are the different programs that we are going to address. Okay. Then after that, we're going to establish shared ownership of partnership. Okay. And then next, that is recognizing and celebrating the partnership. So if we are already recognized or established shared ownership, so there's already a sense of accountability. And then after that, in return, so in the school must recognize the sustained partnership with the stakeholder. And then last one, that is sustaining the partnership. So schools need to make sure that the impacts as well as the updates when it comes to partnership should be given to our stakeholders. Okay? So networking in partnership includes four, okay? So four steps. So first one, that's the common ground. Second one, trust building, visioning, and then the last one, convergence. So these are all the processes involved in networking. So let us discuss each one of them. So the first one is that we need to establish common ground. So of course, by establishing common ground, we have to engage partners in the planning process to promote ownership and accountability, as I mentioned a while ago. And then we also need to key to an effective network, should be aligned to the community. Most successful relationships offer win-win for all, and then propose and negotiate, meet halfway. Okay, we have to make sure that we need to identify where is the common ground between the school as well as the potential education partner that we have. Then the second one, that is the trust building. So we have to build trust first before soliciting assistance to ensure assured success. Trust building is a necessary ingredient for any partnership. Partnership is a joint venture that requires sharing of purposes, investment, benefits, and risks. So we also need to reflect partnerships in transparency boards report and other platforms. So in order for us to make sure that our stakeholders trust us, so we have to post our liquidation or our financial statements through our transparency board, or we could collaborate with our stakeholders in order for us to report the different income donations that we have in our school. And then, of course, ensure a shared vision of success. The partners should clearly define and understand the goals of the partnership from the onset. So we have to make sure that we do have the same vision, okay, with our partners, so that they could easily identify or understand or grasp what do we want to achieve at the end. And then for the last one, that is a local stakeholders convergence. So we need to network and learn with other stakeholders in terms of partnership, program implementation, and other practices. We also need to build a community of supporters. So let me just show you the different activities that we have in our school when it comes to partnership engagement. So first one, we have the need assessment. So we made sure that we need to profile our school. So we're going to identify what are the different needed facilities or infrastructure that we have in our school. Okay, so these are the need assessment that we have. So this one is for furniture, and then this one is for learners and teacher support package. And then after identifying the need analysis, we need to identify the potential education stakeholders that we have. So we need to make sure that we're going to draft as well as finalize partnership proposal so that we could convey the message to our stakeholders. So the partnership proposal that we have in here, so it comprises the structure, that is the information, project description, the cost, okay, of the project. Then for the project details and specification, so we do have the program, project, or activity, the title, the objectives of the partnership, the required skills and expertise, description of work to be carried out by the partner, and of course, the timetable. So these are the different things that we need to identify in order for us to make sure that the message we're going to deliver to our partner is clear or vivid. So this is another example of the partnership proposal that we have. And then after we have prepared, finalized the partnership proposal, so we're going to forge partnership, okay? So by signing memorandum of agreement or memorandum of understanding. So in this one, so fortunately, since we have given the partnership proposal, after that, So we have make sure after the follow-up, so we are going to have the memorandum of agreement. So if you are going to enter in a memorandum of agreement, it means that the project that you are going to propose with the stakeholder has been approved. Okay? So this is another project that we have. So that's sulong-gulong sa pagbasa. Okay? And then after we have conducted our need analysis, then we made a partnership proposal, as well as we have already signed the memorandum of agreement. We also conducted partnership convergence or partners convergence. So this one, it has something to do with reading literacy. So these are the examples that we have. So after the convergence, a lot of our stakeholders gave their support through donations. It's either in kind as well as financial assistance. Okay, so these are just examples of the documentation that we have regarding our approved partnership proposal through convergence. Okay, so these are the different donations that we have received in our school. Okay, so recently the Teletech Foundation donated 6 television units. So that is 55 inches and the portable speaker. So this one, we have also sent the partnership proposal with them. And fortunately, the reply was positive. And then we usually conduct our stakeholders day, okay, in order for us to recognize the efforts of our stakeholders in our school. And before I'm going to end this session, so let me just take the quotation from Alexander Graham Bell. So great discoveries and improvements invariably involve the cooperation of many minds. So we cannot do it alone in school. We have to make sure that we should have our community to help us address the learning gaps that we have in each school. So with that, thank you very much. And these are the references. That's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your rich content presentation, which can impact our knowledge seeker surely. After your presentation, I hope our knowledge seeker can learn something new, which was our only intention. Learn and grow together, IGP knowledge seeker. Once again, thank you so much, Honorable Ma'am, for your presentation. Now, ma'am, it's time for our question answer session, which is the one more valuable part of our regular honor webinar. Honorable ma'am, please stay with us. After a short video, we will back in our session part 2, which is the question answer part. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have webinar certification and online quiz competition. Welcome back, ma'am. Welcome back to our participants. Dear IGP Knowledge Seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have an webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP Knowledge Seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have an webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. Please ask your question in the comment box. We are waiting for your questions. Dear IGP Knowledge Seeker, please ask your question. We are waiting for your questions. Please ask your question in the comment box. Our speaker ma'am is here to reply your answer. We are waiting for your questions. Participants, please ask your question in the comment box. Dear participant, please ask your question in the comment box. Ma'am, I think there is no questions from our participants after your wonderful presentation. Once again, thank you so much, Honorable Ma'am, for your time in IGP. We have learned a lot from you with new topics. It will add some value to our day-to-day activity along with our academic and professional growth. Honorable Ma'am, hope to see you again with a new topic and a new date. Thank you, ma'am. Take care.
Thank you very much for having me here. Thank you.
Welcome, ma'am. Honorable ma'am, before we move to the next webinar certification process, if you want to leave this studio, you can, ma'am. IGP Knowledge Seeker is time for the webinar certification process, the most engaging and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we will back with our webinar certification process. After webinar certification process, we have an online quiz competition and online quiz certification. Dear IGP Knowledge Seeker, it's time for our online quiz competition process, the most engaging and powerful part of our regular webinar. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition. After online quiz competition, we have online quiz competition certification. For some technical problem, we cannot provide our webinar code in this session. We will provide in our official Facebook page and group, Institute of Global Professional. Dear IGP Knowledge Seeker, it's time for the most engaging part of this webinar, which is an online quiz competition, which is our regular webinar activity. Now, time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. Now, time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. Go to www.slide.com and find today's quiz or scan this QR code for direct joining. Quiz code is Global IGP. After a short video, we will start our quiz session. Let's mention your friend to join our quiz. Please join in Slido with the code, and the code is IGP. Please join in Slido with the code, and the code is Global IGP. Please join in Slido with the code, and the code is Global IGP. Please join in Slido with the code, and the code is Global IGP. Please join in Slido with the code, and the code is Global IGP. Please join in Slido with the code, and the code is Global IGP. With 23 people, we are going to start our quiz session right now. Our first question is, in business term, what is profit? Option 1, a holiday bonus. Option 2, a monetary reward. Hmm? Option 2, a monetary reward is the right answer. 78% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Charlene is holding the first position. Then we have our second question is, in order to be understand on the telephone, employee should always, option 1, emphasize it clearly. Option 2, speak repeatedly. Option 1, enunciate clearly is the right answer. 96% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Charlene is holding the first position. Our third question is, the main factor of an organization are interpersonal skill, tax, and option 1, accreditation. Option 2, authority. Option 2, authority is the right answer. 73% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Charlene is holding the first position. Our fourth question is when business invests funds to expand their are involved in option 1 depreciation, option 2 finance. Option 2 finance, the right answer. 85% people are right here in the leaderboard. Cheryl is holding the first position. Our fifth question is a US company would decided to offer its products in other country as a reason to option 1 expand to new untapped markets, option 2 provide jobs to people in other countries. Option 1 expand to new untapped markets. The right answer. 69% people are right here. As we told earlier, Evelyn is disqualified from our all the quiz competitions. So we declared after finishing our fifth question, in the first question we have Charlene. Our sixth question is when business invest funds to expand, they are involved in option 1 finance, option 2 capitalism. Option 1 finance, the right answer. 75% people are right here in the leaderboard. Charlene is holding the first position. Our seventh question is how often should the operation function, which consists of mainly activity, be performed? Option 1 daily, option 2 yearly. Option 1 daily is the right answer, and 88% people are right here. The leaderboard, Charlene is holding the first position. Our eighth question is formal information is usually in what type of communication? Option 1 written, option 2 verbal. Option 1 written is the right answer. 96% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Cheryl is holding the first position. Our ninth question is an electronic planning device that help us keep track of activity is a option 1 time management tool, option 2 communication system. Option 1 time management tool is the right answer. 63% people are right here in the leaderboard. Cheryl is holding the first position. Our last and final question is most business expect their employee to show an interest in the company by being option 1 cooperative, option 2 impulsive. Option 1 cooperative is the right answer, and 100% people are right here in the leaderboard. Charlene is holding the first position after completing our all the questions. Congratulations to our online quiz competition winner, top 10. Congratulations again. Slido will take a few minutes for finalizing the result, and after that, we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on our official Facebook page and group in Institute of Global Professional. Congratulations to our online quiz competition winner, top 10. Congratulations again. Slido will take a few minutes for finalizing the result, and after that, we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on our official Facebook page and group in Institute of Global Professional. Congratulations to our online quiz competition winner, top 10. Congratulations again. Slide will take a few minutes for finalizing the result, and after that, we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on our official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professional. At the end of our session, we can say properly feed your skill, never stop learning, cause life never stop teaching us. Be happy and stay safe. See you again and again. We want your participation in every program. If you want to live a happy life, try to a goal, not a people of things. Albert Einstein. Before I say or hit the end like button, again wants to thank all IGP knowledge seekers for your active participation as always. See you again in the next session. Thank you.